Hello, my name is Tarnesha Lucas, and I want my audience to understand how to make a delicious pot of spaghetti. During my speech, I will give you guys my recipe, the ingredients, and the instructions on how to prepare this dish. In order to make spaghetti, you will need the following ingredients: uncooked spaghetti, ground beef, an onion, garlic powder, and onion powder. Last but not least, you will need slices of American cheese. Ingredients are important, but you'll need the recipe as well. Even though my recipe is not fully original, but it's my recipe. It's how I make my spaghetti for my family. The following ingredients the recipe is to get a pot of water and boil it. After the water starts to boil, you place your uncooked spaghetti in the pot. Boil the spaghetti until it becomes limber. Once it becomes limber, you take the spaghetti and you drain the water off. After you drain the water, you take the spaghetti and place it in your desired pot. Then you take your ground beef, place it in a skillet with your chopped onion, with your garlic powder, and your onion powder. And you let those ingredients cook until the beef is entirely done. After your beef is done cooking with the other ingredients, you take it and you drain the fat off of your beef. After you drain the fat off the beef, you take the beef and you place it in the desired pot with the uncooked spaghetti. After you do those steps, you would have to use spaghetti sauce because you can't have spaghetti without spaghetti sauce. The type of spaghetti sauce I use is the Hunt's 5 cheese spaghetti sauce and the Hunt's garlic and herb spaghetti sauce. So you take those spaghetti sauces and you mix them together with your ground beef and your spaghetti. Of course, you're going to need a big spoon because you got to mix all these wonderful ingredients together. Once you put them together, make sure your stove is pretty much set the same as you would do it when you're boiling your spaghetti, basically on medium. This prevents your recipe from scorching or burning. And of course, nobody likes that. It'll have a burnt taste to it. You have to throw it away. So after you take your spoon and stir all the ingredients together, you let them cook together about 10 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes, give or take. And after you do that, that's when you take your sliced cheese. With your sliced cheese, you cover the entire top of the spaghetti. Then you might want to turn the oven down a little bit lower because basically the spaghetti is already hot to where your cheese is going to melt anyway. So to help it, you just go ahead and turn the oven down low and take a lid and place it on top of your pot of spaghetti so you hold the moisture inside and it helps your cheese to melt. After your cheese melts, then you need to know how to prepare your dishes of spaghetti for your family. All right, first you'll need about a 12-inch plate, just lovely and clean. Place the desired amount of spaghetti in the middle of the plate. Accent it or garnish your spaghetti with a slice of garlic bread and a fresh piece of basil. After you add that fresh piece of basil and garlic bread, honey, your family will be eager to get to the dinner table. They'll be all over it. They'll be drooling like my family do. Then, after you do that, you take the appropriate utensil and you enjoy what you have created along with your family. Okay, so some people may try this recipe and some may not, and that's okay because some people are used to doing things the way they were raised to. That's something that took me a while to learn. I was used to cooking the way my mom did it, but now that I'm older, a little bit wiser, not as wise as my mom, but I learned how to step out a little bit, branch off and try my own things for my family. But if you gain the courage to try this recipe, you will understand how much the onions and the garlic and the oregano and basil complement this wonderful flavor of spaghetti. And if you continue on with the courage to do so, you will taste what is called Tarnesha's delicious spaghetti.